Okay, this is a quick update. I was gonna do a Bloodborne chalice only run, but it wouldn't involve chalice only runs. It would involve going into the main game, right? This character, I deleted the character with over 999 hours. This character's got about 700 hours on, and in total we have about 5,000 hours in Bloodborne. This is on my main account. I just picked this character because we're just looking at the gems and whatnot, and yeah. So for me to go on my community tabs post, I'm just going to try and show you something. Yeah, don't know what New Game Plus is on. It doesn't matter. It's most probably. Doesn't get no harder than 6. It doesn't matter how many new games you do. Anyway, so we've got the poor man's gems ones there open. We've got the poor man's gems on this sword, on this weapon. We've got the blood tinge gems, the highest one. I might make a video where you can get the 32.6 gems, but it might take a bit of time. You know what I mean? Because they're farmed from one mob, right? Only one mob, with a like a 1% drop rate, like the original. Chalice dungeons that were made for the for the poor man's gems at a 1% drop rate. They said go for the others until it got modded and they dropped like here. So on here, this is what you're looking for: 12.2 at 20% increased stamina, 12.2 20% weapon durability. It doesn't matter. And the triangle, they're through 2 different chalice dungeons at 12.2 at 20% of increased stamina at 2.8, right? They come from these 2 chalice dungeons here, right? Which are in the middle layer for the FRCs. Let me just check this one. It's not that one. Right, it's one of these. Right, without going in there. Right, I know this is the one. That's on layer 2. This drops 100% blood, poor man's gems on layer 2 from the wispy ghost. Yeah, everything drops as poor man's gems, but you farm the 27.7. I've already made a video on this, right? So for this is radials, yeah, like star shapes. Yeah, you might get the waning, and let's have a look at this one because I recognise the thingy. KV, yes, and this is the one here. You go to layer 1. It's straight away, and you farm 1, and you get the triangles. Instant drop rate, because you look for, in the gem system, you look for 6s. These are the highest in the game, 6s. When you got a 6, yeah. As you can see now, we're just going to quickly look through here. There you go. There's a poor man's gem, but it dropped from one of the mobs as we was going through that chalice dungeon anyway, because the whole chalice dungeon drops them, you know what I mean? So there you go, 1 nearly at the same but not at the right percentage. That's what we said, like a waning gem went there. So as far as things go, like obviously these are all very rare gems to farm in the main game. We're gonna be quick with this. Look, blood tin gems, outer shape, which are really rare. You know, the waning, adept, these are for your thrust. And you've got to understand the gems, and blunt is the same as that. You know, I burnt my arse on this, and you know what I mean. That's why we had 5,000 hours. Like these gems are just some of the ones that look, cold abyssal gems. You know, attack down versus kin. That's means most of the DLC. Beast is what you don't want. Weapon durability is fine, but it's got to add fire. So that's what a curse means. So these are not very good abyssal gems. So I'm just trying to explain something, because I asked my community and 4 people voted and I explained to them. I did start doing a recording and I thought it's not worth it, because you know how long this will take and how many views I'll get. It'll be next to nothing, right? I could go through there for ages because they're access gems of farming, right? So you have to. This is doing it the legit way, right? The only two chalice dungeons that are the ones that I showed, they're the modded ones. So you have to go through all these legitly, right? Not so much the hinter tombs, right? You have to go all these, including this one here. You have to do this one here, the Sinister Tumeru root chalice, legitly, and you have to go through these ones here, like that. Why? Because if you went the modded way, for an example, this is a new game plus, right? You can't buy these. So you can. This is buying all the ritual materials in the game with insight. Okay, there's every ritual material here. You know that, you know, and so forth. Now, out of 4 people, I did start doing recording on this, and we had to delete a character as well, and tons of hours in this game across 4 accounts, and even on my 5th account, you know what I mean? So, legitly, I worked it out about, wait there, starting a new character, beating the Blood-Starved Beast, getting some modded chalices open, then started to doing them legit. Now I worked it out, it most would be about a 60-hour video. Is it worth me doing? No. Not at all. Why are the poor man's gems so powerful? They'd be more powerful if I stuck it in for farming as well. Because once you open up, I've got all the chalices on the spreadsheet, I've got all the chalices in the world, on my, and even the data mined ones, you know what I mean? Right, so let's go and see my status. Right, see the weapon that's at the top there that says 360? Oh yeah, and there's the eye rune glitch that I done up there. Or is that the eye rune glitch? I don't. We might not have done it on this character because this character is like 5 years old, 4 years old. So so you see the weapon up there that says 360? That's a sword cleaver. The reason why these are called poor man's gems is now status. The gems, it's gone up to 1040, and that is at skill strength at 99 strength. The highest damage with these gems are done, which was tested a long time ago when people were doing one shots, yeah, before the modded challenge comes along, was on the threaded cane in whip form. So it does 18,000 damage in whip form. So you can only use these gems for bosses. Now, let's have a look what we got on our tip. Let's have a look. We're just going to go through, look, poor man's gems. You're not going to recognise these because I made gems for all types, and there's a lot in storage as well. There's poor man's gems here, exactly the same on the threaded cane. You've got the abyssal gems there. The blades of mercy. Just trying to think what else. Wait there. The church pick. We've got a better one. I just chose this one out the bat. So this would be my farming weapon. I just put the poor man's gems on there, so you get to 544 because there's hunters down here. You have to do the late chalice dungeons because they're modded chalice dungeons, and they drop you 2 million a drop. That's two hunters. That's 4 million for next to nothing. But the Ludwig blade does the most damage. If you put the poor man's gems on it, you're gonna one shot them easy. So here we go. Here's the difference between if you don't know anything about gems. So this has got all the best gems on it. With all the different of things you could do with the moonlight sword, you know. make it into arcane, or just make it into an absolutely pure arcane, which that is there, you know, because they are all abyssal gems on there, on the lost. Simon's Bowblade, striking gems, right? With, I don't know what you say, when there's very similar to the thingies. Here we go. Your blood tinged gems, right? Weighing them. So we're just going to show the Chicago gems. There you go. The highest they go up to is 31.5, right? This is all farmed from the same mob. But the highest they go in this game actually is 32.6, which are dropped from the mobs, the PWMF2GU. It's just the mobs that they farm the 27.2 gems, they're the ones that drop the 32.6 gems. I've seen people farm on YouTube, and yes, I might do that. It would take a long time, you might get one straight away, or you might take, you know, whatever, you know what I mean? But I've seen people get all three, you know what I mean? The damage output, I don't think is worth it. This is just different. I'm just showing you the Chicago, because we're just mixing up things here. I could have picked all the saves on here are just bonkers. Like, we're just trying to have a look here. Boom Hammer, absolutely crap. Not a big fan. See, right, let me just show you something. Right, if you don't understand something here. The weapon, right. See, with the Cos Parasite, we've done all loads of playthroughs, and the Cos Parasite is quite a hard playthrough to do. We tried doing it with Arcane. There's some of those red gems on there. I've got Arcane scaling with an Arcane scaling in there. Really hard to play that off. The Beast Core is quite hard to play off, especially when you're on New Game, gone past New Game plus 6. That's a difficulty. Right there. Right, here we go, the blood letter. So we really did farm for those, you know what I mean? You know, I don't know what I've got in my thingy. Wait, I'm just trying to quickly look. Don't use the Tonitrus. I'm just going to try and show you a gem. Right, see that gem up there? Physical attack at 27.2, increased stamina at cost 30.2. Actually, all of them are perfect, right? That's on the rifle spear. We just put it on the rifle spear just for the sake of it, right? Because my first save, my original save, I deleted it, so I missed a ruin, right? So where you farm these gems in the FRC dungeons, right? Right to the bottom, it's one mob. No, sorry, it's 3 merciless bosses, right? They're the ones that drop the 32.6 blood tinge gems, right? Which are the rarest in the game, yeah? Now, they've been online, you know, some people have got 1 or 2 or maybe 3 and been lucky, but they are hard. I know some people farmed them, you know, done it for an hour a day, you know, when Bloodborne was their main game, and they didn't really get them all. They might have got 1. Because before then, right there, we got my Simon's Blowblade. No, we got charged. So we've got blood tinge. Yeah, we have got blood tinge and gems on these as well. Because we could, yeah. And as for adept gems, the burial blade, I'll put a lot of gems away. Because the poor man gems do the most damage, but you just can't get a hit. And let me look at these. We didn't do the glitch on these. No, we don't. Because look, right. So our item discovery is that, because like I said, this save is this save's got 700 hours on. So the item glitch would have been you get 1 of those. So the item discovery is status is 430. I think it goes up to 470 with having the 2 tier, but that means you have to do it at a new game, you know. I haven't played this character for a long time, You know what I mean? We went ahead and poor man's gems. You see? 27. If I was farming that one there, 27.2 and HP depletion, it doesn't matter. So I know people is doing when the original one, the original video I made was over 4 years ago. I was farming these for a month to pick up 2. You know what I mean? And then I picked up one that wasn't even. Look, there was one that was down a triangle. I was in contact with another guy because this is all about doing the one shot. And then someone's come into my stream like nearly 4 years later and told me, oh, they drop infinitely, you know, from the modded chalice dungeons. But like I said, the thing is, you can't access them without going through these here. You have to go through this, 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 this. This. Especially this, and you have to make a root chalice dungeon. You have to make all these dungeons. Now, when you go into New Game Plus, you can buy everything from here, and they say you buy your ritual materials. Otherwise, you farm from the modded chalice dungeons. Now, I was going to make a whole video on this, but to me, see, this is what when you can't make a chalice dungeon, and it says you do not have the requirements, it's because you haven't been through the game, and these are the requirements you need. You know, there's a way. Yes, I've done loads of videos. People just haven't digged into my videos. There's loads of Bloodborne content. I've never pulled it all together. You know, it goes back 5 years ago. So anyway, for me to actually go through this game again, and make when I put there and 4 people voted for like go through all the chalice dungeons again. It's like I said. This we recorded to here, and I thought to myself, is it worth it? Me making that, and how many views I get on my videos? Because I most of my comments are on Bloodborne, you know what I mean? So I mean, I'd have to go this, and these are all the legit ones. The only ones I've got open here, like I said, that are modded. That's modded. And you can't do it, you have to go through those ones I just showed you, the legit way. And that's modded. There. Because if you went the modded way, there's a spreadsheet for it, it bypasses these here, the middle section. So if you went searching for something, and you realise when you go to the FRCs, you went searching for these, because these poor man's gems are not in the FRC dungeons. Because look, wait there, is this one of them? No, there's another one. This is one here, right there. As you see here, it's not an FRC, it's just an FC. This is where you get the triangle from, right? So it's not an FRC, but it's an FC. But if you don't go the legit way and you go the modded version, which you don't need all the ritual materials or nothing like that, you do need ritual materials, but you don't need. They're far more easier to get. That's why a girl called Trinspector made all these dungeons back in 2018 and 2009. Also one that made the Cum dungeon as well, you know. So I hope that explains it all, because I'll tell you what, I am not going through doing that. I put a community post. If the community post was high enough, you know, I mean, 4 votes, chalices, you know, and I've done an Elden Ring playthrough because I just wanted to do it because I love the game. I've always loved Bloodborne, but Bloodborne needs a remake, you know what I mean? Yeah. And all those modded chalices will be gone for good, you know? So I hope that helps, and we're going to end the video there. Adios, and thank you for watching. I hope this makes you understand, you know, if the videos for the chalice dungeons wants to be made, then by all means there needs to be more comments and more views. I'm not making an hour-long video and getting like 20 views when really it's going to take me like, you know, it's going to take me a good 30 hours and most probably a good 40 or 50 uploads on hour-long uploads, which is not the best thing to do. So anyway, that's what you have to do in the game anyway. And I picked this character because it's the second oldest one on here, and I had to delete a character to start. We did start a playthrough, so I thought, should we do this? Let's do this. And I thought, I got 4 votes. It's not worth it. But anyway, this is what you have to do to get through there. All the information is out there on the internet, you know what I mean? There's data mining, there's save edited dungeons, there's everything out there. Just got to get a Google shit. I've got one pinned to my MacBook, so I just look at that and I can run to the chalice and get everything, you know what I mean? You can get infinite rocks, infinite chunks, infinite everything, you know? And I haven't shown you the true power of this, what I can do in this game. So anyway, that is it for this video. I'm gonna upload this and explain this, you know, do what you like, but I'm not doing a playthrough of the chalice dungeons. It'll take far too long, it's not worth my time, and I'll most probably, in AdSense, if I made any money out of it, I'd make about I'll be lucky to make £2. Okay. Adios. You can subscribe or unsubscribe, it's entirely up to you. But this explains what you have to do in the game that people do not understand. A 7-year-old game is that simple, you know. You got to play the game to learn the game. It's not new, it's 7 years old. Thanks for watching and goodbye.